Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another speed build, which I've been looking forward to so much all week. This is my favorite day of the week. And as you can see, I've already jumped full into this build, and if you watched my video last week, you're going to remember a little bit about the backstory I have in mind for this particular build. This build is called the I Can Fixer Upper That, which is based off of the house next door. You can actually kind of see as I zoom past it, is for a newly single mom who is fixing up the home she just bought. And this home belongs to her potential new, boy toy, you know what I'm saying. And my idea is basically that this gentleman lives here with his super cute dog, whatever kind of dog you could imagine he has. A cute one, though, which aren't they all? And he just lives here by himself and has taken quite the liking to his new Miss Independent woman friend, neighbor. And I imagine he moved back into what would be his childhood home after maybe the passing of his mom. And when we get on the inside, I made little, nods to her possibly living there. There's a lot of sunflower accents, as well as there are boats. Don't ask me why. In my mind, this woman, she just loves sunflowers and boats. Because she did, That's the vibe we had. That's the vibe we're going with. And now the son has moved back in and has restored the home to its former glory, fixed up a couple leaks here and there and new appliances, just cleaned it up a bit. And this home is actually kind of small considering how large I feel like it looks on the outside. But the entire home ends up being a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Now the house could easily be probably at least 4 bedrooms because there's obviously a garage space to the left of the house on your screen right now, which I mean that is like an actual workshop. There's all types of skill building items and just garage themed decor, at least what I would assume is garage themed decor, as well as a downstairs office in this home that could easily be converted into another bedroom if you did want to use this as like a family home for your gameplay. But all in all, I didn't make any of the bedrooms like kid themed specifically. It's really just a master bedroom with an ensuite bath, as well as a guest room with a twin bed inside of it. Because like I said, I imagine it's just this one gentleman living here. But who knows? If all goes well with the new lady across the street, he might find himself needing to expand his place a little bit. Or I guess I could always move it to hers. Either way, that's kind of how I imagined it. I really like how traditional and just cutesy this home is. We don't have houses like this where I live, or where I'm from at least. And here in Florida, most homes don't look like this, period. So I am envious of the cute little craftsman columns and just everything. I like it. And again, I put a car in the driveway because I like how livable it looks. It looks very lived in, and that's what I'm about in terms of realism. So I'm thinking my next couple of builds, because I really love having a storyline, and I hope you guys like it too. I put a full description of this home as well as the person I imagined living in it on the gallery, and my origin ID is just Tiana305, and I'll link that down below in the description box in case you want to download this house. This house does use a lot of packs, and at first I was trying to be kind of mindful of that, and then, you know me at this point. I fell apart. What can I say? If I thought it was pretty or I thought it went to theme, put it in. That's really what I did. And I hit a lot of little things in there. Obviously I used cats and dogs because I imagine that the gentleman living here has a dog. But other than that, I can't even tell you where I began and ended with using my packs. I know I used Laundry Day for sure. Laundry Day, cats and dogs, and Lord knows what else did I put in this build. But I think it came out really cute. I don't know how playable it is. It's definitely a little expensive, and it definitely uses quite a few packs, but I really liked it. And at this point, after the week I've had at work, I think I deserve to just have something I like. Let me tell you, I totally understand, like, to a point, tipping is not necessarily required. But, like, people like me survive on tips, which, that's not the moral of the story. The moral of this story is, I had a party come in, a 12 top party. That is 12 people. And they wanted to split the bill. Okay, it's just a word to advice. If you're going to split the bill, tell your server at the beginning, because it makes it a little bit easier. But they didn't, so no big deal. I get it sorted out. I split the bills, right? 8 ways. When I tell you their total tab was like $438 before I split it, it was. The lowest tip I got was $1.76. At that point, just keep it. Because you, my friend, obviously need it more than me. And, like, I know for some families and some people, like, eating out is a real treat, and I try to keep that in mind anytime I grumble and moan about tipping or tipping percentages. Because, like, for me, in my family growing up, we didn't eat out very often, and when we did, it was a really big treat. But when you order 4 $18 cocktails, appetizers, and food in the whole 9, clearly money is not necessarily an area of concern. I'm sorry if you can hear my roommate. They just got home, but hopefully they don't come knock on my door or anything. But anyway, so they tipped me $1.76. So a $430-ish tab altogether. I think all in all, I ended up making like $17. And you know what? After I was working my second double in a row, and I had worked like 60 hours, I'm in overtime again this week. But anyway, you could see how that like began to wear on my patience just a tad, okay? But it's okay, because now I'm here talking to you wonderful people and playing my favorite game in the entire world. Oh my gosh, speaking of my favorite game in the entire world, something super exciting happened. And I don't mean to flex, but I really want to tell someone, so I'm going to tell you guys. I posted a little cheeky TikTok, of course, as I do. As one does, obviously sim themed. But anyway, my TikTok kind of sort of like blew up. Like, don't take pictures or anything, but I'm kind of low-key TikTok famous. Not really. But my TikTok blew up, and I thought that was like so cool. And I called my mom to tell her, and my mom's like, "That's awesome," and like was trying to be like super supportive, but at the same time like doesn't really know what TikTok is and doesn't really know what The Sims is. Like, my mom knows what The Sims is, as in the fact that like I love to play The Sims, but other than that, like, I don't think she knows anything about it. So I was like all excited, like literally was going to just die of excitement. And it didn't really end up mattering, because no one in my life gets it. They don't get the hype, the excitement. Anyway, follow me on TikTok. I'll link that down below too, so you also can see my fabulous TikToks that I create. I think I'm very funny, okay? And should I be the only one who thinks I'm funny? No. But there are some people on TikTok who apparently thought I was kind of funny. And my goal is to get 1,000 followers on TikTok. And you could like make that happen. You could be a part of the dream. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I thought it was so cool. Like, I went to sleep and I opened my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, like what the heck? So it's been a whirlwind of a couple of days. Tell me how your week has gone. Like, what has happened since the last time I posted a speed build in your life? Because honestly, I feel like not much has happened in mine, except like a couple major events. Like, all my days kind of blur together, because it's like work, try to exercise and be healthy, play The Sims, go to bed, repeat. And like just a couple things have sprinkled in here and there that have been like really super exciting. Here we are in my dining room for my Sims. The layout to the living space in this house I wasn't super happy with, but I actually cut out the floor plan because I fiddled with it so much. I mean, there was probably like a solid hour of footage of me just trying to figure out how to do the floor plan, which I don't know why it was so hard for me to do, but I just really struggled. So all in all, I wish I could have had a larger dining room and a better shaped like living space, but I do think it's like kind of cute and quirky because in my head, like, this is obviously a little bit of an older home. It's got a little bit of an older styling to it, older furnishing, and older layout. Like, it's much more closed off, as in, like, more modern stuff is, like, all open concept, you know what I mean? That's never made sense to me, how you spend more money to have less walls, like, in real life. But whatever, besides the point. They have a beautiful fireplace that does not line up with the actual chimney, and I don't feel bad about that. You know, this is The Sims. The Sims is, the world is my oyster in The Sims, to be honest. So if I don't want my chimney and my fireplace to line up, I don't think they have to. And they don't. And they probably never will. Sue me. But anyway, as you can see, the living room is a little small, but I think for what the storyline I had in place for, like, it really worked. I don't think I could have done it a better, you know, that's a lie. I probably could have fiddled with it for another 2-3 hours and come up with something way better, but it was a little late, you know what I'm saying? And I had worked all day, and I had to work again in the morning, so I just went with it. I did my very, very best, as one would believe. I always do my best for you guys. Well, sometimes. But anyway, by the time you're seeing this, I actually posted the first episode of my Legacy Challenge, which I am literally so excited for. I've been just loving playing it, and just, like, loving playing The Sims. Like, I normally build, especially in the last few years of playing The Sims, but, like, I can't remember the last time I had this much fun just sitting down and playing. And I would love some new ideas. I obviously want to try to do some things I don't normally do. And now that I stream my gameplay, I decided, as a treat to myself, to buy a few more of the Sims packs. So I have a lot of packs that I've never even gotten to play with. So I'm just really excited to get into the Let's Play. The first episode was honestly a little rough because since it's a Legacy Challenge, I start with nothing. And my Sim did spend a majority of that episode sleeping on a park bench near her house. But you know what? Queen made it through the first episode, and it's only on the uppity up from here, okay? And that is what matters, okay? Rise and grind, okay? Overcome and accomplish. That, you know what? I'm quitting playing The Sims, and I'm going to be a motivational speaker, okay? Are you feeling motivated? Comment down below if you're feeling motivated, and if you're not, tell me what I can do to improve myself. This is like my little mudroom area, and there's honestly nothing in it, but I really liked it because it felt so realistic. I obviously, like I said, I've never been in a house that looks like this house actually does, but I think it's so, like, realistic and cute to, like, northern styled homes. I don't know, anyone who lives in a house kind of like this or has seen a house kind of like this, please let me know if I'm hitting the nail on the head in terms of realism. It's a lot different than what I normally go for design-wise. I'm not normally into, like, darker woods and darker wood tones because growing up, my house as a kid always had such, like, it was so dark, and I guess maybe that's why I'm not into it. Like, my room nowadays, oh my gosh, I just moved, so my room, it's, like, in the process of coming together. But, like, I love that whole clean girl aesthetic. I'm talking white, creams, very, like, boho, minimalist kind of room decor going on right now, which is so funny because if you met me in real life and you saw me, like, interact in the actual real life world, you would be like, girl, that is not remotely who you are. Like, stop trying to play these games. This is not you. But you know what? You guys know this. I've been on a journey, okay? Hot girl walks, clean room aesthetic, clean girl aesthetic. That is me now, okay? I'm just living my best life. I love this garage. I think it's actually my favorite part of the whole house because I feel like it's the most realistic. I have never lived in a house with a garage, but I would imagine, like, this is what it would be like. Growing up, my stepdad always had, like, an outdoor shed, you know, where he kept, like, tools and the lawn equipment and stuff like that. But, like, I would love an area like this. Kind of like it's almost like a junk room. Like, all that stuff that's not very aesthetic to look at, but you can't throw it out. Like, it is a necessary evil to survive and function as a real adult. And now we are moving upstairs. Oh my gosh, when I put the stairs up like like that. I had such a glitch with the roof trim, and I had to go in and fix it. I did cut it out because it took me like 45 minutes to fix, which it was just like such a weird little glitch, and I was so upset because I didn't want to have to change the roof, nor did I want to have to change the stairs, because I was finally happy with the layout for starters. And I also was like really liking the vibe. Like I said, this house feels very real to me, very lived in. Peep my steamboat right here on this little shelf. And I think I'm going to throw in some extra sunflowers here. Oh, there they are. More sunflowers. You know, just the vibes. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you've noticed in some of my past speed builds, I have a nasty habit of putting up those little recess cup lights or whatever that you see in most of my rooms, just so I could like see while I begin to furnish. You know, no one wants to watch a dark video, including myself. But then I forget to swap them out for like real light fixtures. And I won't say it's embarrassing, but it makes me feel like, I don't know, it's like a massive oversight in my opinion, and I never notice until I'm editing or taking screenshots, and at that point, I've already finished. The video is done. But I've been working on it, working on myself, Comment down below what you've been working on, okay? Are you working on yourself? Because I've been rise and grind, team, okay? That's where we're at right now. But, more little boat fixtures. I just thought it was, such a cute idea that for some reason the woman who lived in this house loved sunflowers and boats, because who doesn't love those things? I feel like they're, pretty solid. At this point, you've probably noticed I've actually skipped over all the bathrooms because this video was ending up being really long, so I did cut out the bathrooms as well as the floor plan and some of the landscaping, because it was just, it was ridiculously long at that point. But don't worry, you will see screenshots at the end of the video of, I believe, at least 2 of the bathrooms, if not all 3. And I really just copy and pasted. There is nothing special. They're white and blue themed. They've got laundry baskets in them. That is it. You didn't miss much, I promise. But if you prefer that I do leave them in from now on, just comment down below and I will make sure to make that little adjustment. And here we are getting into that last little hunch, and I am throwing in just a couple last minute skill building items. I think in total, there's obviously the workout equipment in the gym, as well as the flower arranging table, the woodworking table. There's plenty of gardening boxes. There's a chess table, an easel in this house, and I believe I put the telescope in here, which is so cute. What a freaking blessing that tiny little telescope is, because that other big one is just so hard to fit in anything. And I think that's it, but that's 7 skill building items. Not to mention that there's a computer, and just other various activities where your sim can just learn to do things. But I think this house turned out really super cute, and I'm so happy you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.